'cause I'd be gone, so gone, so gone, it's plain to see. It's up to you, 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 you. In a perfect world, in a perfect world.
RoN ALbaNeSe, the polka dot, man.
RoN ALbaNeSe polka dot. Am I looking over here?
Yeah.
I feel like Cindy Brady when she did the show that time. Remember that? Just okay. All right. Now, when I perform at parties and other events, invariably people say to me, they say, "Hey, polka dot." I say, "What?" They say, "You sure are cool." Then they say, "Hey, polka dot." I say, "What?" Especially if they're a soccer mom, they say, "You sure are handsome." Then everybody says, "Hey, polka dot." I say, "What?" They say, "You sure got a lot of energy." So I wrote a song about it called "A Lot of Energy." Want to hear it?
Yeah.
Sure.
You do? Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if the old get box is working. Hey, it looks like it's working. Let's cue it up and let's see. Here we go. Yeah. Woo. Hey. You ready? You look ready. I got a lot of energy, it's easy to see. Don't wanna sit down, I'll go crazy. I wanna dance and sing about everything. So won't you come along and join along with me? Hey, yeah, woo-hoo-hoo. Gabba gabba hey, ooh ma mow mow mow. Na 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 na, ooh ma mow mow. Hey, yeah, na 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 na. And you can, woo, jump around. Not right now. Can, woo, have fun with me, yeah. My energy is easy to see. Mom and Dad say we need coffee, a riddle for you to do. With oscillates and jumps, you know I do. Hey, yeah, woo-hoo-hoo. Gabba gabba hey, ooh ma mow mow mow. Na 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 na, ooh ma mow mow. Hey, yeah, na 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 na. And you can, back to vocals, jump around, woo, repeat, have fun with me, yeah, a lot of energy, a lot of energy, a lot of energy, we got a lot of energy, a lot of energy, a lot of energy, whoa, yeah, 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 a lot of energy, a lot of energy, a lot of energy. We got a lot of energy, a lot of energy, a lot of energy. Whoa, yeah, 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 a lot of energy. It's easy to see. Don't wanna sit down. I'll go crazy. I'll go crazy. Can't hear you.
All right, RoN ALbaNeSe polka dot.
What's
You
up,
don't even
bud?
have a polka dot on you.
No, that's the great irony of my existence.
And do you have a dark side by any chance?
A dark side.
Like,
you know,
do you ever have a do you ever wake up and say like, ooh,
You know, I gotta say, on record or off record?
we're on?
We're on. Well, then no. Everything is bright colors, day glow.
It's
You know,
Cindy
awesome.
Brady.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I could see the Cindy Brady relationship with you. So when did you start playing guitar? Do you ever write like songs about real feelings?
I just started playing guitar about 5 minutes ago. No, actually, you know, my songs are about real feelings. What I do is the
You do
polka
kid
thing.
stuff though.
Yeah, I do.
When did you start?
I started about 14 years ago. I was an editor of a newspaper in Hoboken. Let's hear it for Hoboken.
Yeah.
Woo!
And
my car once was stolen and found on the train tracks in Hoboken, New Jersey.
is that yours?
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
There's your
But
dark
yeah.
out there. And Frank Sinatra. That's all I think about. Right?
You know, and you can think about the birthplace of the Oreo too. You can think about the first professionally played baseball game when you think Hoboken.
You know, Oreos came from Hoboken.
They did.
And do you know Oreos are vegan?
They are.
They
I've
are.
heard that. Yes, the chocolate cookie recipe is a very vegan-friendly delight.
It is. But you have to.
something
Vegans
in
can
milk.
eat chemicals. It's not about health.
True. Chemicals. But yeah, so in Hoboken, I was an editor of a newspaper, and I was interviewing a singer-songwriter gal. And she said to me, "Hey, Ron, I'm doing this great job. I'm doing singing telegrams. You should do it too. Now, anybody that knows anybody that writes knows it's kind of like a starving artist kind of proposition. So at my lunchtime, I went over to the guy, and he looked at me and he said, "You're hired." And I wasn't doing singing telegrams. I was actually dressing up in costumes and stuff. I was.
So what did you dress up as? A
Oh,
clown?
man, you know, I was afraid of that, and I
Do you have clown phobia?
You know, not so much. I didn't really jump into that, Ru, but you know, I started being like Pikachu and Teletubbies and any number of these huge characters that Pikachu, you know, from Pokemon
Yeah,
and
I know
things
Pikachu.
like that. So you go in a suit, you seal yourself up like an astronaut. You know, you're inside the suit. It's like 1,500,000 degrees, and you can just hear your head. In your head, you hear yourself breathe. And outside, there's like 50 kids like just grabbing at you, trying to feed you food through the head and grabbing your tail and stuff. And you really learn, you know, right away to just go for it. You have like 2 seconds to size up the crowd and kind of do it. Little by little, I started just wanting to be myself a little more, you know, taking off the mask, if you will, and doing what I do. So I started playing guitar at gigs, and somebody said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Polka Dot." And the way I looked at it was...
Now, why'd you pick polka dot?
It's a good question. You know, I just thought because it's easy for kids to remember. You know, and it's kind of like, you know, the Stones or the Beatles or Kiss. You don't think of like rocks rolling along when you think of the Stones or bugs when you think of the Beatles. It became its own new definition, you know, the name of the band. And with polka dots, it's the same kind of thing because ultimately polka dots just me amped up, you know.
Yeah, because like I work with kids too, and I do sing along with them.
Awesome.
And a lot of times when you do Baba Black Sheep, if
Yes.
you say polka dot sheep, they go crazy. They do.
Right.
No, it's true. Polka dot is a big thing. Rainbow too, but like polka, they like, you know, to fool you. So
Sure.
like if you say pick a color, they'll say rainbow, or they'll say polka dot. You know, like it's a
It's
good
like-
word.
You know, I think it's the consonants of it, not to get all bubble-headed about it, but I
Do
think
you know
it's
how
the
to polka?
consonants. No. Do you?
No.
He's from Ohio.
Do
He
you know?
might.
Yeah,
The best polka's from Ohio.
It's true.
Hands down.
It's true. My dad was the biggest polka fan.
There
There was
you
a
go.
station and
See?
they have a show.
Where's Zofia? Is she here? She can
I'm
pop
right
a
here.
polka.
Do you know how to polka?
No.
There goes
Yeah,
that.
I make
I
a
did. I
great
went for it. And I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the polka dot just happened and it stuck.
Yeah, it was a
And then you could
struggle.
take off Pikachu.
Got rid of the costumes and just start again being myself, which is cool because you kind of just pull from, you know, the stew that is you know, the pop culture stuff.
Yes.
And musically, you know, I was always into
So you always
You know.
then were you already playing guitar?
yeah, you
So
know, I
like
do.
what kind of songs were you writing then?
I'm
Prior to.
You know what? I'm a child of the radio. You know, the '70s, AM
Yeah.
radio. You know, besides that, going backwards, the Kinks. You know, surf rock, even fun stuff like Annette Funicello, Frankie Valli.
The original Britney
Um,
Spears.
Yeah, right,
Mhm.
right, and classier. And you know, Frankie Valli and Four Seasons, they're really my Beach Boys. You know, being a Jersey guy. Gidget, awesome. Are
Yeah.
you Gidget?
I love Gidget.
You were in a new Gidget, right? Gidget goes to the village.
Yeah, Gidget goes to auto.
I love that.
Yes.
I like that one, yeah.
I like that.
Exactly.
Gidget goes gothic.
Yeah, Gidget goes goth. That's cute. So, all right. So then you started doing the polka dot, and it just took off.
You know, yeah. I mean, it was a happy
I mean,
accident. you
Yeah,
know?
but you do have a lot of energy, and it's really cute. And I mean, even the way you look, you have a very friendly, kind-looking surf quality.
Can we pause so I can blush? Can we-
Yeah, but it's true. Like kids would gravitate to you.
Well, I always, you know, it's funny you said, I've always wanted to work with kids. I think, no offense, you know, it's much easier than adults.
Different.
There's not any baggage, you know, you don't have to like unravel somebody and figure out their idiosyncrasies.
No,
Are
but
they
you
the
do
ones,
have to
you know-
keep the attention of kids in an ADD world. And,
You do,
And I think when you perform with kids, it's more honest in a lot of ways, like because you're just holding their attention.
Yeah.
But it helps to play for grown-ups when you know how to hold that attention.
There's no filter
Right.
with children. And they'll, you have a chance to prove yourself. And you know what, if you don't, well, we'll kind of just go somewhere else. You know, so they really are an awesome acid test for entertainment.
I agree, and they're such a quality crowd.
Although I cannot really explain the continued success of SpongeBob.
Well, they love SpongeBob.
I know. It's a
Yeah.
phenomenon, right?
Yeah, it is.
I think that's kind of what we went back to before with the cartoons that appeal to adults. For whatever reason, there are a lot of older.
But if you even watch the Flintstones, like today,
Yes.
I can't believe the things they say in there.
Work
Like
on
I
two
can,
levels.
yeah,
Yes,
it's the kid
yes.
level, and then I was not watching it like a grown up when I was a kid, and I missed all that.
What was that episode?
Roll.
He said, yeah, yeah, yeah. She said, yeah, yeah. Somebody's got to remember that episode.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched them constantly.
I
What
love
you say? Level 1 was like another Honeymooners or something.
Yeah.
It was like
They
when
copied
Honeymoon
that.
still
Level
made
2,
stuff.
you're looking at HaPPy Poo and Bam Bam play as a kid or something, and you're not really getting
No,
it.
you're
So,
not. Exactly. And it's like, it's so sophisticated when
Very
you watch it.
duplicitous, Hanna-Barbera, about this.
I
Flintstones.
love that.
The best
though.
kid shows are sophisticated. Sesame Street, for instance.
They get a lot of.
They're sophisticated in some way.
La 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 la. I mean, la 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 la. No? Just caught her off guard. You see that?
Well,
The hardest working interviewer in the world, and I caught her off
La
guard.
la 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 la. But like, you remind me of a cartoon. You're like a living cartoon.
You know, I really do believe in life being a dress up. You know, I believe in the whole one shot deal. And you know, I think
Like Eminem, you got one
I
shot.
think he's a grim.
Yeah,
He
you know.
could be.
I think so.
He'd
You
be
know,
a
we gotta
perfect
talk.
friend. I know. I was saying that you guys have to talk.
Did you hair dry on insurance? But yeah, you know, I think it's what it's about. Honestly, you know, I'm going to say the same thing about you. You know, looking at your videos and stuff, it's very much a celebration. You know, if you really look at it, it starts to emerge. I watch videos from here at Otto's. I was watching your Comic-Con stuff, and it's really just a celebration of all that's creative to me, and that's the best thing. Like, what are we going to do? Do a show from a cubicle? It just ain't going to happen.
But
you
it
know?
could.
It could.
Oh yeah.
Don't take my idea. No,
I think anywhere is fine. It's the electricity of the humans that make it alive. You know, I mean, it could
Very.
be any environment. But so I just want to hear like something dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I didn't bring my dark guitar, but
That's okay.
let me see.
This one will do.
You know, let's see. I don't even know. Well, you know what?
Do you have
I can
anything
play a
else?
minor chord.
There you go.
See? That's
You know, I learned
Hotel
something
California.
yesterday. Yeah, but you know what sounds so good? I was teaching somebody. Go E minor to A. Isn't that cool?
It's power.
It's so cool,
Yeah, my
right?
daughter does it. She plays guitar. It's very Beatles kind of.
Ah, sweet Lord. I didn't
Right.
realize that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, you're in trouble now. He got in trouble for that one. Uh-oh, that's the wrong company.
Wow.
We're
That
busted
together. That
now.
was good.
Yeah. So, all right. So, when you said all the bands you used to listen to and all
Yeah,
stuff.
and I'm a member of the Kiss Army, of course. You know.
Good for you.
Yeah, you know.
So, why aren't they in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Nominated
Oh.
today.
They were?
Yes.
Nominated.
Oh, we heard it
Nominated.
The
Nominated.
Yes,
Nominated.
I can say that
Finally.
5 times.
Wrong
Not
button.
too long,
Yeah, we
man.
almost had
all right,
that,
pick the button.
The nomination was cool. I'm going to go with button number Happy Face.
Of course.
Yes. And, you know, Kiss is bigger and better than the Rock
Wow,
Hall
I
of
didn't
Fame.
even know. I'm the
Today.
last.
Let me tell you something.
Wow. Who else was nominated?
Linda Ronstadt.
Good for her. That's because.
Oh,
Nirvana.
poor
Yeah.
beautiful me.
I
forgot
know.
her
Nirvana.
name.
Yes.
Yes.
I know.
Linda Ronstadt's awesome.
I feel like I don't want to
I'm
say
not sure.
Evo, but she deserves it 100%. But why now?
I
Right,
don't know how
right.
Kiss and Linda Ronstadt aren't in there already.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
That's what
let me
I
tell you
mean.
something.
That's what I mean.
The Kiss
That's
thing
what
is
I
really
mean. That's what I
interesting.
mean.
And I
John
think
Bonham.
if Kiss gets in, I think the universe will correct itself, and all that bad stuff that Bobby's talking about is going to be gone overnight. Because the whole idea of Kiss, they're just such a force.
And then I think that also Miley can put her tongue in because Gene
Right.
Simmons has the
Right.
real
Yeah,
tongue
right.
anyway.
That tongue thing is very,
I love
yeah.
Miley, don't get me wrong, but I mean, it's all Gene Simmons.
Right.
I mean, they played the Ritz. I used to work at the Ritz, and I went into their sound check. It was like me and Kiss,
Awesome.
and he did the tongue thing. I mean, he couldn't help himself.
Right.
You know, it's so funny.
And Kiss's image though was so dark. Like, yeah, he's sing about partying every day. And
Yeah, you know, early Kiss had darkness, there's no doubt, until like 75, 76.
Before the makeup?
Well, during the makeup, but they soon figured out, like, wow, you know, we can kind of make this into more of a fantasy thing, you know, with a wider demo than a dark, you know, exploding out of New York dark vibe, which is what they first had. I mean, you know, if you talk or read a lot of quotes from guys like Joey Ramone and stuff like that. They loved Kiss in the early days when they played the Academy here in the city.
Well, they were from
things like that.
Queens.
Yeah.
And the Ramones are from Queens. So, you know, they had a Queens
Wow,
thing.
Queens rules, huh?
Yeah, we're
Let's hear it for Queens!
Yeah, but, so what is your website?
My website is RonAlbaNeSe.com. It's just my name, RonAlbaNeSe.com. And if you go there, you could branch off into the various tentacles of my social media empire. Instagram, I'm big on that. I just posted on Instagram from here.
Great.
And, things like that. You can follow, see what I do, look at little funny videos.
And you said you had a daughter.
I do. I have a daughter that's 10 of your Earth years.
Nice.
And also, I have a son who's 13. They both help out in the show. My son plays keyboards in the show, and we do the full band thing. My daughter sings and plays guitar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's
cool
my
stuff.
daughter's birthday.
Awesome.
I
That's
know.
cool. And you said her name before.
Eva. No, I have two. There's two. Harley and Eva. It's Eva's birthday tomorrow. Yeah.
Awesome.
I know.
Awesome. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Cool.
She's older though. She's playing here Monday night.
Right here.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And so am I, but we're 9 and 10, and I don't know who's at which time because she hasn't decided yet which is her slot.
Mom, I'm going on first,
Well,
Mom.
I asked her, I'm like, what time am I? And she's like, I don't know yet. You know?
That's cool.
Exactly.
That's
So
cool.
we're 9 and 10, whatever she wants.
I was watching a clip from here. You had that cool big red guitar.
Yes, I Daisy Rock Guitars.
Yeah,
They are my
They make nice stuff.
sponsor.
Absolutely. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Very
So, today is National Liquor Day.
cool. Is it?
Do you drink? All right. Sophia made us these
There you go.
wonderful
Over the
drinks.
shoulder.
And we'd like to get a skeleton from your closet.
All right.
All right.
I gotta drink
You know what that
this
means,
Mom.
right?
Mhm. That's good apple juice.
Yeah, it is.
It's amazing.
I know. She done did well.
It's like I was gonna spill it all
No, it's really scrumptious. So you got a dark little secret?
over. You know what? I do.
Yeah.
I do. Why don't? Why I do? I mean,
All right. If you
the darkest thing.
which Brady would you want to wake up on Fantasy Island with? Cindy, Marsha, or Jim?
Mom.
Oh. Carol, you want Carol? I think Greg and her did that.
I think you're right. But it was in those offshoot movies. Is that canon? That doesn't really count, right? It's canon? I don't know. Yeah, see? It's like a fanfic thing. It's like Spock and Kirk. Yeah. But, I'll tell you, dark secret. You want to know dark secret? I think the darkest thing about me, in all seriousness, I think, did you hear that? No. I don't have a dark secret. I
It
mean,
doesn't have to. When you were
life
a
is
kid.
sunshine for me. I'm a sun and fun guy.
It can be partly cloudy.
The darkest thing about you is your roots.
Yeah, I know. I gotta get some L'Oreal going. I'm a bottle blonde if you haven't figured it out.
That makes sense.
So
So ALbaNeSe, what
Yes.
is that? Is that Italian?
it's an Italian last name.
Yeah.
And it's also Klingon too.
So did your mother make good food on Sundays?
I've been well fed in my life.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And you exercise?
Yeah,
Do you do everything right?
I did. No.
What do you do wrong?
I'm addicted to sugar.
Really?
Big time.
Oh, good
Big
for
time
you.
sugar. I was just eating
There you
pineapple
go.
slices out there.
See?
And I'll tell you, but I go to the gym about 4 days a week.
Do you eat Oreos?
I do. All the gimmicky ones. You get gimmicky ones.
Yeah, they have all the
Sunshine
Oreos.
Oreos.
No, he's saying
Mint chocolate.
he said that you
Right.
haven't lived.
Barbecue Oreos.
No, like he said that you haven't lived until you tried pizza for breakfast.
Yeah.
You haven't lived until you tried deep fried Oreos.
Oh,
Oh my
deep fried
God.
Oreos. Good.
You gotta be wherever the tipping
Jersey
point.
Shore. So
Yes.
do you go to the shore?
Yeah, I spent a lot of summers. I used to work in Seaside as a kid on the stands and stuff, and it was a great education. I actually couldn't wait to do it. I fudged my working papers at the time.
Of course.
Shh, nobody's watching. And
So you got some skeletons.
yeah, and I could. You had to be 12 years old at the time to work a stand.
Oh,
So I worked a
wow.
stuffed animal stand down the shore, and that is another one of those seat your pants experiences in life where you got to make it happen right then and there. It's like stepping on stage. It's like doing this. It's like anything where you just have to go for it. And it is in those moments that I really learn to enjoy myself. So that's why I like doing entertainment.
Yeah.
I like the risk factor.
So how old were you when you said you were 12?
I was like 11.
Okay.
I have a late birthday. So.
When's your birthday?
October 11th.
Oh, so you just had
Happy
I did.
Happy birthday.
I'm 43 next year.
it. Wow.
And 43 years old.
Wow.
And,
What'd you do?
Kind of hung out.
10, 11.
Yeah.
I met a girl whose birthday was
So
10,
10, 11.
She's
She
awesome.
was 10 turning 11.
Wow.
On 10, 11. Yeah, we met her at Fashion Week in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the cutest thing.
Awesome.
Yeah, her birthday was 10,
All we
11.
need is that and kiss in the Hall of Fame. And
We're lucky.
That's it.
I
The
know.
universe lines up.
And it's National World Food Day, so please go feed somebody that needs something to eat today, because today is the day that we're supposed to feed the world and drink,
And then
because we're so happy about it.
right. So
Exactly. So do you have any gigs coming up? And like, do you ever play grown-up gigs, or are you specifically for kids?
you know, it's funny. The polka dot thing has a wide, demographic, and I'm going to ask Mr. Steele this question. You know who Uncle Floyd is, right?
Oh,
Yes, I love Uncle Floyd.
Uncle
I was
Floyd.
on Uncle Floyd.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's really
nice.
cool. Do you remember Uncle Floyd?
I've
Yeah,
been compared to Uncle Floyd.
You know what? I would agree with that
I-
comparison.
I have.
I agree.
And Uncle Floyd was, a real good people person. Gave a lot of people a shot, entertainment-wise, and he was on UHF, if you remember that.
Oh,
in Jersey and
wow.
stuff. Floyd,
You're a
you know,
chef.
He's still going. He does gigs, but I've been called like a next generation Uncle Floyd myself,
Okay.
as you have been.
I haven't watched it.
And at this point, I have a full band show. I do solo stuff. I DJ, and I get calls just to host events.
Okay.
And show up and keep it moving, put a voice on things.
Yeah.
And the next big thing I'll be doing is on Halloween. I'll be
Uncle Floyding it.
I'll be Uncle Floyd in Hoboken. Hoboken's like my Japan. It's where I started. I'm kind of big in Hoboken.
Oh, that's great though.
That's-
Do you know
that's my-
Cindy Dawson?
No.
She has a bar in Hoboken.
Oh, really?
Cindy.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's
What
great.
bar
What's
is
the
it?
bar they have?
I haven't been to her bar, but I know her. Her band, The Sins.
The
Right?
Sins.
I've gone to see them. Yeah.
She's
They
great.
play here a lot of times.
She's rocking.
Yeah.
So I'll be in the Halloween parade, kind of marching that
So
and
the
stuff.
Hoboken Halloween parade?
Yeah, the Ragamuffin
So
parade.
they're not. Oh, that was my nickname in Jamaica, Ragamuffin.
Really?
Yeah, they named me that. Yeah, exactly. You look like
Wow.
a ragamuffin.
Wow.
Yeah.
That must have been some vacation.
It was fun. Oh my God, you have no idea.
Come on.
I would
It's
say,
own
yeah,
episode of
woman. Yeah, woman. Oh my God, I can't wait to go back.
That's
Cool
Have you ever
place.
been?
Yes, I have. And when I went, they try to sell you stuff. They want to braid your hair and all that.
Yeah,
So-
I did it all.
They saw me and they're like, the guy was like, "Hey, Italiano, Italiano." So I pretended I didn't know English because, how many sodas can you buy? Stuff like that.
I did get my hair braided.
Did it?
And then I have all the beads that I made into a necklace from the braids that I had. And one, my daughter told me, "Keep one, Mommy. You're going to want to keep one braid." So I kept one braid and it turned into a dread. And it got so long. I loved my dread, and then it fell out. I still have it though. I had one dread from Jamaica. I
Be
know.
sure you spit on it.
You're right. I better, right? I know.
I had to tell you something.
Please
Sorry.
do.
Now, the Gina Ravens thing.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
Yeah, you're on her label, or?
Yes, Tawdry Records.
I
It's
said her
still
name in a
very
Jersey
new.
accent, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yes, I love
But,
Kenya.
Genya actually played me on her show.
She's very good like
She's
that.
very cool and very grassroots, and
And she's really, in the CBGB's movie.
really?
The woman that plays her is from Castle, Stana.
Oh, wow. Well,
Yeah.
it's big, whatever you're
Well,
saying.
her
It sounds-
part is really great in
That's
Stevie's
cool.
movie. So now people will, because
I'm
Genya,
excited.
I feel like Genya is somebody that either you know who she is or you just don't know who she is.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
this will make her a little bit more known. But
It's
when
time,
you know who she is,
yeah,
10
yeah.
Wheel Drive, she was in that band. She's a pioneer for women
Oh,
in the
absolutely.
industry, and it's just incredible.
Right, and the thing
And
was,
she gives artists a chance.
yeah, and I'll tell you, we're talking about the polka dot thing having a wide demo. I do toddler shows, but I also do grown-up shows, and they had my full band come, and we play with regular bands and stuff. And Genya actually played one of my songs a couple times on her show on Sirius.
Cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. And the funny thing was, the kids channel was hemming and hawing. We don't know if you'd be good. Let us think about it. She throws it on the air in Underground Garage. I was psyched.
Nice.
It all worked out, And because what I do is I just write from the heart. I write power pop. I write rock and roll. I write stuff that I like, And I think that's the best way, other than kind of like trying to mad scientist the whole thing and say, I think children will like if I
Oh,
use
you
this
can't
word.
do that.
Yeah, it's not really
It has to
methodical.
come from you.
Yeah, and these songs, that I write just kind of fall
Right.
into my head, and I
Yeah.
just jot it down, and they're little mini adventures, at least to me. I dig them, and I think people pick up on
And
the.
Pikachu started you on this path.
Yes, God bless you.
Isn't that
Yeah,
wonderful?
but yeah.
I love Pikachu.
You know,
my kids always tell me that my phone looks like Jigglypuff.
it's either that or one of those. What were they called in the '90s? The Tagamaga.
Tamagotchi!
Yes, it looks like that.
They
You
always
better
say
feed
that
it.
it's Jigglypuff. Exactly. I mean,
Real nice.
yeah, I grew up with those Power Pikachu. No. What are those
The
things?
Tamagotchis?
No.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
I've got to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
the best Pokemon.
It's
Remember
the
the-
best.
Ash.
I had the
Yes.
Pikachu doll.
Thunderbolt. Was it Thundershock?
Thunderbolt.
Yes.
Oh my God, my brain can work. A little. I don't know. Well, I had kids at that age, you know. Like, I don't know what's happening now, except for that I do work with
Molly. No, I'm joking.
Molly. The American Girl doll, you need Molly?
Yeah, let's say that.
Molly.
Yeah,
Let's just say that.
Exactly. I know. Well, we are out of time, but it was a pleasure to meet you, and come back anytime.
I'd
And
love
if you'd
to.
like to serenade us out, is there anything else you'd like to say? Your website one more time?
Sure. It's RonAlbaNeSe.com. If you go to Google and just pop in Ron ALbaNeSe, you'll find me one way or another. You'll find a YouTube channel that has, almost 30 videos at this point. I'm trying to catch up to you.
Oh,
So-
please no.
But
I
I
mean,
have.
you can,
right.
but it's like we
But I
have
never
crazy-
will.
We have, no, you might, but we have like a ridiculous amount of videos because we do this show every week and
Yeah.
more than every week. And we've been at Otto's for 3 years. We came here on Joey Ramon's birthday, which is May 19th.
I
so,
saw that clip and I was like, yes.
Yeah, that's the day
You
we
know,
started at Otto's, and it's like Joey is a permanent angel in our room. And you know, we have no idea what we're doing to this day. It's just we just set it up. Caroline helps me more than anything in the world. I don't know how she found me, but it's like the luckiest day on earth. that
Because I
she
have
did.
I have Ringo Starr's birthday.
Ringo
Oh,
Starr. Now
that's
there.
it.
July
There's an
7th.
unsung member of the
And
Beatles.
people ask me if I'm related to Ringo Starr.
Really?
Yeah. I wish I was, but I don't have to. I am now through you. You know? Exactly.
Oh my, oh my. I forget the chords. We used to do that in my polka dot show.
That was the
We
Ringo
used to do
Starr.
Oh My My. I used to put like a Dr. Outfit on.
But I always
Love that
thought
song.
that Badfinger had something to do
Oh
with
my
those guys.
Nothing but the Beatles in disguise, right?
I-
That's what a lot of people say, right?
Badfinger?
They were like a corporate project
I
for the
heard
Beatles.
they were something, right?
They were on Apple Records.
Yeah, and they had that song about
If you want it.
here it is, and you know I always heard that. You know what it is? I heard a story about
What's
that.
the it?
It's kind of gross.
Let's see. I'll cover my microphone.
It's gross. If you want to hear it is, come and get it. It's like something in a pile of poop.
Really?
Ew.
It's rather
That's what
scatological.
somebody told me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew.
A long time ago, somebody told me that.
Was it Ringo Starr that told you?
Could have been. I don't know.
There was a Badfinger song played at the end of the Breaking Bad finale.
Yes.
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
spoil it. If you've seen
I saw it.
It's-
Spoil
I
it.
did now. It's alright.
But there was a Badfinger song playing.
Yeah.
White died.
Yeah. I don't know if he's really dead. I think he can come back because it's television.
He's pretty dead.
I don't know. He chose that. Now, was that suicide or was that accidental
No.
suicide?
He was.
But he planned the whole thing.
He planned it, but I don't think he planned to get shot.
You don't?
No, I think that was an accident.
You think?
Yeah.
So, like, you think if John Belushi like shot up by accident and OD'd, is that an accident or is that suicide?
Depends on the situation.
I always wonder about that. I don't think ODs are. I think they're accidental suicides, and I think that Walter White thing was an accidental suicide as well. But he was ready to go. Do you watch Breaking Bad? I think
Yes,
it's too bad
I
for
do.
you.
No, I
you
do.
can't.
Now we're
Yeah.
bringing it down to the
Yeah.
dark
I do.
spaces.
I did watch Breaking Bad. And you know what?
You liked it?
I did. And not to dovetail off that, but I've been watching Sons of Anarchy.
Yes.
Best show
Sam
ever.
Crow. Sam Crow, dude.
Yes. Best show ever.
Riding through this world. Yeah, I mean, wow. The writing is insane on that. And it really does draw you in. The violence is like, man, but, you You know?
Guitars, not guns.
That's
That's
what
what
I'm
we
talking
stand for.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
That's it. And I can't thank you enough, all of you. Brad Filicky, thank you so much for being our hoot
Thank you.
today.
Thank you.
Dana, Ben, Melissa Rocha, the Grimps, the wonderful Grimps that we will be seeing all over the networks on Netflix. Outlaw Bobby Steele, the ultimate cowboy Union Jack. I don't know. What the hell are you?
Sounds good.
Ron ALbaNeSe, thank you so much. Otto Schmuckhead, Caroline Stewart, we love you more than anything. And next week is our double duty. Wednesday at Otto's and our Brooklyn edition Friday will be at the Brandon Saloon. So check it out and have a wonderful weekend. I'll be here Monday at Otto's. I don't know if it's 9 or 10.
Come early. Don't miss anything.
Don't miss me or Eva. Exactly. Anything you need to say? Dealistic.com?
Deal static.
Deal
Everybody
static?
messes up that name.
Oh, really? So what do you think about that, Brad?
With us. It's dealstatic.com. Check it out. We just put our first deal online. A writer friend of ours has a really talented writer named Hal Johnson works at the store, and
Hell?
Hal, H-A-L.
How? Not hell.
His book is called Immortal Lycanthropes.
Hal
we-
Johnson.
Yep. Yeah, I invited him to be on the show, but unfortunately he has to work at the store on Wednesday. so he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But,
Another time.
yeah, we're offering his book for 35% off. It's called Immortal Lycanthropes. It's a good little kind of young adult. But really,
Oh, I love YA
really
books.
creatively written. You can get it for 35% off. Just go to the website, use the code word DealStatic, and that's it. More coming soon.
Sounds good. Sounds
Keep
good.
posted.
Thank
And
you
that's
so
Deal
much.
Stat.
Thank you.
Dealstatic.com.
Have all your friends like us on Facebook?
And we'll like you
Oh
back.
yeah, I'm on that Facebook thing too. I forgot.
There
I
you go.
should have mentioned it.
It's still
Yeah.
coming.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Hi everybody. Deal Static on Facebook. You gotta like them. You gotta love them. The ReW show. If you haven't liked that already, gotta get on there. Takes one free click. RoN ALbaNeSe, Polka Dot on Facebook. Please click like and like all three of us and enjoy everything. Thank you.
And then maybe, if you're really lucky, you can come share our liquor with us next time.
Still don't know what this is, but it's good.
Come visit us at Otto Schmuckhead any Wednesday. See you next week and get your trick or treat on soon.
Get a trick on.
Perfect world, in a perfect world, nothing to lose, no one has the blue, everything you choose, it's up to you, in a perfect world, 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 in a perfect. And it happens